are made possible. Oh, Jesus, hallelujah. If you do nothing else for me, you have done enough. Oh, oh, me ma, 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 oh, me ma. You have done enough. Oh, me ma, 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 oh, me ma. You have done.
And viewers globally, welcome to Rebel Radio. Today is Monday the 8th of May. And as usual, we have your plate packed with mental nourishment, information about what is happening around you. And we want to start our program this evening by going over to the United States, to talk to a friend of Rebel Radio, and a Jamaican who was dedicated a number of his years of his life serving the country. And, he's now retired and living in the States. Valentine, good afternoon. How are you doing?
How are you, Mr. Richards?
Well, I'm supposed to be okay. I'm supposed to be okay.
Yes. You sound good, as usual.
Yes.
Well,
Boy,
I'm good.
Yes.
I'm good as long as my head is above the ground. I say I'm good.
Yes. What is happening? What is happening in the where you are in the United States? What are some of the things happening there that we should be aware of?
Well, the politics is getting hot.
Yes.
Yes, it's getting hot all around.
Uh-huh.
You have people going around, asking your opinions and stuff. But where I am is the trumpeters them.
Okay.
In my area, mostly are the trumpeters them.
Oh, you're in a Trump area.
Yes. On the island.
Yes.
But I'm surviving.
Uh-huh. Yes.
They talk a lot of things about the sleepyhead, that's what they call him, Biden, Sleepy Joe.
Yes.
But what happened? Sleepy Joe have done more for this country more than any other president.
Yes.
When it comes to the time factors, yes, he get a lot of things done.
Okay.
More than any other one of them.
Yes.
Yes, but the thing with the Democratic Party, they don't talk what they do.
Okay.
They I don't know what's wrong with them. They need somebody from Jamaica to coach them.
Okay. Yes.
Even as Shearer usually say, he build this and he build that, and he name a school that that do not exist. So you need somebody to let them know, let the people them know what he have done.
Yes. Okay. Okay. All right.
But otherwise, in the whole within the country, the thing that is getting from bad to worse is the shooting.
Oh yes, the mass shootings, man. Yes.
Yes, the mass shooting too. Oh Lord, man.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Just last week I saw another report where 8 people were murdered in Texas.
Yes, and after that, the next day, the next day, a guy drove
A car.
his Range Rover.
Yeah. I
Yes,
think.
his
I
Range
think.
Rover and killed another 8.
Yes. Yes. I
They
think
were
that's the one.
the Catholic charities.
Yes.
They were getting things from the Catholic charities and thing, And he just driving in them and mow them down.
Yes.
Like, not even like dogs, because things were, you know that if you go to an adopting place to adopt a dog, they do background check on you.
You're that's in the States.
Yes, over here. If
Okay.
you go into adopt a dog, they do background check on you.
Okay.
And if you want to buy a gun, not even identification they no need in
Yes.
certain places,
Yes.
you know.
Yes. Now this
It's
this is
easier to buy it easier to buy a military style AR-15 rifle than a snow cone,
okay. Yes.
you know.
Yes. No,
So that is
I've been following up the news in that direction, and I tell you, man, that since the start of the year, the mass shootings in the States is alarming. It's alarming,
yes, I
man.
think 200 and whatever,
Yes, it is alarming.
211 thing.
Yes, and one of the things the things I observed that the in a number of cases, the shooter, the accused, he is also, in other words, he's in many cases he
Associated to the right.
Yes,
To the right wingers, to the right.
yes. And the other thing is that you will find that the shooter is known to the victims. For example, one of the cases, the shooter is a co-worker. Do you observe that?
Yes.
So the something goes wrong at the workplace, and that is how the person chooses to settle the matter. You know, this is totally unacceptable, man. Totally unacceptable. Yeah. Well,
Look at this guy the other day who was firing off his rifle in his yard, and his neighbor asked him to cool down on it,
yes,
and he go in and slaughter them.
of course.
Huh?
Look at that. Look at that. No, these things are out of order, man. Totally. Well, locally we have our own situation, Willie, because two things dominate news in Jamaica these days: politics and crime. Yes, there's hardly a day in a week when some bloody incident, you don't have a bloody incident in the country. And what has happened in parishes where in former years, like for example, places like Hanover, St. Elizabeth, St. Thomas, Westmoreland, those were parishes that with almost zero murder rate.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
you mostly would find some domestic. If there's a killing, it's mostly a domestic killing.
Yes, domestic family thing,
Yeah,
land
yes.
over land or something, and those type of things.
Yes.
But no,
Well-
yes,
Nowadays, man, it is the shootings is rampant. You know, and yes, in the for the first 4 months of 23, the murder rate has fallen by 17%, but it is still too high.
yes,
Too high.
yes.
Because if it continues at where it is right now, we are going to end up with 1,000 murders this year again. And we have been having 1,000 murders in Jamaica for the past 20 years.
20,
Yes.
yes.
No, this is
So
something.
a lot of people, they're not going to get to grow up. A lot of these kids not going to get to grow up. Who's going to be the adult of tomorrow? Who's going to be the men and women of tomorrow?
Yes.
But they're killing.
Yes.
They kill everybody. Everybody.
Yeah, with serious situation.
Yeah.
Another point that we have to be watching closely because this is going to be serious. Now, as you know, the youth is the future of tomorrow. Now,
Right.
25% of the high school students are underperforming. In one school, in one high school, that the students in the higher grades were reading. They were reading at a level of the grade 4 students.
Wow. Wow.
Now, you see that? Now, if we don't, if nothing is done to arrest this situation, to prepare the youth for tomorrow, then we are going to have
Doom.
yes, it is not going to be a bright.
Doomsday is just around the corner.
Yes, yes. So we have lots of serious problems in the country that needs to be addressed. It is not easy at all. And
But those in authority, man, those you have to blame some of them now.
yes,
Because they don't care. The kids are fighting after teachers. Teachers can't talk to them, you know? And those in authority don't make no, they don't set no example for them. So the teachers become afraid of them. So the teacher them say, well, I don't care. I got mine.
yes,
I'm trying to teach you something that you don't want to learn. You know? I can't force you.
yes. It is very
And then
serious.
people have been in education, everybody trying to I say, I'm going to be plain. Everybody trying to get rich out of the system. Rip
Yes,
off the things that they should get by and prepare for the student them. They take it off for themselves, write it off on some sort of thing. Some people put all their dog name and write off big check, give to them dog. You know?
yes,
So the corruption and all those things have to stop.
absolutely, sir.
And
Yeah.
they go right across the board,
Yeah.
across the board.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
yes.
They say the fish thing from the head, not the tail. Right?
No, we have some serious problems to address in the country, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
serious.
You need some serious people to deal with it.
Yes, of course, we need some. And just on the crime front, I know that you know these two crime fighters, Donald, former DCP.
Donald Pusey.
Yes.
I know Donald Pusey, but I'm not too much acquainted with Delroy Hewitt. I heard of his work,
Yes.
but I'm not too acquainted with him. But I know Donald Pusey from I was a probationer.
Yes.
For we when he was on the squad here, I think it was out of Harman Barracks, I think Echo Base or something like that.
Yes.
We usually end the see each other and raid and things. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Okay.
But he's a tough crime fighter.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
a tough crime fighter.
Yes. Yes.
He wasn't a detective,
No.
but he was a tough man.
Yes. Yes.
Not a coward.
No.
Yes.
No, he wasn't
Yes,
at
it was
all.
very.
Yeah.
But then again, when most of these guys retired, I don't know what happened.
Uh-huh.
They don't spend no time to enjoy their retirement.
Yes.
I don't know, stress are there because they're out of the job and thing. Something is happening because he's not alone. A lot of them they retired. That in 2 years they enjoy their retirement. They dropped out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Yes.
So I think stress is a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Stress is killing them.
Yes. I also saw something else over the weekend. I saw where an inspector was demoted. Yes, and you know, when the authorities do that, you know, the circumstances are always very serious.
Yes,
Ye-
yes.
Yes, and I see some things. I don't know if these things are true, but the information I saw circulating about her. I mean, some of the things that she was involved with. It is very, very, very damning. You know. Yes, and if these things are true, then I can see exactly why she was demoted. But I see that they took action. You know, one of the things that is affecting us badly now. I mean, with the security, the whole, you know, corruption.
Yes,
Corruption,
yes, yes,
corruption
yes,
is a big problem in the country.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, man.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Yes, yes.
Everybody, people go down the street now. They don't go to really prevent, protect, preserve. The three P's,
Yes,
right?
yes,
They're not really that.
yes. No.
For them, the intention is the M, the money, the three M, money, money, money.
Yes, yes.
You know.
And
So if you can, if you have money, well, the right and left system there, you know, the right and left reach me.
yes,
The right and left reach me in 2020, but I just laugh.
mm,
You know, I just laugh it off. Yeah, right and left reach me.
yes, yes.
I was right it off. I just laugh it off and say, I know so and so and so and so and so and so is my family and thing and whatever, but go here. You know,
Yeah. Well,
so the
and
corruption is bad, man. The corruption is bad, and the thief in people, them, the thief in, they must get rid of the thief in people, them, but then again, the thief can't watch the thief either,
no, sir, no. Yeah,
you know.
yeah. And
You know,
you said that the politics was heating up in where you are in the States. Well, we are in that period too, you know, because
yes,
the next election is constitutionally due in 2025.
right.
But historically,
But
historically
it never really happen when it's due. Yeah,
no,
before, no?
no. So next year is a possible election year, right?
Quite likely, quite
Yes.
likely.
So we can expect the campaigning. Well, I know the campaign has started, and as we speak, there are some issues in the PNP because it relates to candidate selection.
Yes, yes.
What has happened is that this time, unlike 2020, this time a number of new faces or a number of faces are coming forward to represent the party.
To present, yes, but they don't do no work.
Yes,
They want things to just hand it over to them, and I'm really against that.
yes,
You know, you can work and know the people and what the constituency before you don't just come and pushing yourself now when
Yeah.
other people were there doing the work. Even I heard they want to push somebody down southwest St. Elizabeth there,
Yes.
Spencer,
uh-huh.
carrying somebody from the people them don't know them. The person would want to put on them.
Yes. But
Even my, if I'm going out on a limb here now. I feel the delegate them should vote for the people for their candidate.
yes,
You just come and push in somebody. I see that they're having a little problem with with Patricia Duncan over in St. Anne's there with that constituency, Lisa Hanna constituency there.
Yes.
They're having a little thing there.
There's an issue over
Well,
there too, yes.
there's an issue there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to depend on the delegates them.
Yes. I see that the Wavell Hines, the former cricketer, is the one who is being promoted for that constituency.
He's a councillor, right?
No, Hines is not a councillor.
He's not a councillor. Okay.
No. Right? And
okay.
So there are issues over there. There are issues in southeast St. Catherine, where Dr. Dawes was selected to be the candidate over the councillor, a councillor who has been around for 15 years. And
the people that were demonstrating, right?
Yes, and they even set the constituency office on fire. And Dr. Dawes this weekend announced that he received a death threat. So, things are not smooth there at all. There's lots of work.
Because the general secretary and thing, he don't have no control either.
Yes.
He don't really have no control over the people and the thing. If I have, they say, well, the risers and the other type people, is that head?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I can remember years back ago, the general secretary then, the general secretary go there and he bring them in a room, and if you have to punch somebody, he will punch you out too. Right? he will get his things done.
Yes. You see?
Right?
Yes. Nowadays, things are different because, you see,
yes.
One thing you have to remember, the party leader is relatively new. He's a newcomer to politics.
He's a newcomer.
Yes.
Bacamasters, what's what you say?
Yeah, he's not a seasoned politician like when you had P.J. Patterson and Portia Simpson and Michael Manley, and the players, the
right.
players in the leadership, they are relatively new to the politics, and therefore they don't they don't command that
leadership thing there. It's when he talk, he don't have that command with that command.
Yes.
Like the others them. He just flat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Somebody have to coach him. He needs some coach.
Well, yes, and it as a matter of fact, it is going to take time to learn these things too, Willie. Yeah, these are not overnight lessons. It takes time.
Right.
Yes, right.
But he in there long enough to listen to some speech and thing and listen to man how they go, how they usually deliver them things.
Yes.
You can't just flat like that. Mm-hmm. What's up your voice, liquor and thing,
Okay, yeah.
Drink some rum and grab your throat.
Yeah. Well, Willie,
yes.
Listen, I want to thank you for your...
Yes.
And we will continue talking.
Yes, I have a lot to say for in the past.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes, man.
At another time, we'll come up on other topics.
Yes.
That will include those past.
All right, Willie. Take care of yourself.
Yes, man. Take care, man. Take care.
One love. Yes. That was our colleague and friend, Rebel Radio friend, Brother Valentine Williams, talking to us from the States. Well, we want to have a discussion about the Alexandria Hospital. Over the weekend, I saw a video which appeared to be one of those viral videos of an accident at the Alexandria Hospital. Two men, apparently they were involved in an accident. But the issue over there is that there are no doctors. There were no doctors at the hospital. And the Minister of Health, Dr. Tufton, who responded saying, what is happening at that hospital? They can't find, there are no doctors there at nights. And he's trying to find doctors to take up position over there. And they, but as we speak, there are no doctors there. We want to talk to, so I want to have a discussion with somebody, because what really happened now is that you find that all the residents in that part of St. Anne, and we're talking about a number of residents in Halva, Alexandria, Mayor House, Kensington, all those districts, they will have to go to St. Anne's Bay. That is several miles. We are going to have some discussion about this later. Let us take a break. This is Rebel Radio.
Touch the lover in me, and the rebel in me will touch the rebel in you, and the lovers we be will bring sweet harmony. Then it will bring out the love, bring out the love, bring out all the love in us. My love is deeper than the ocean. Our love is in need of sweet devotion. Come on, because you got the notion to bring out the love in me, and I will bring out the love in you. Let the rebel in me touch the rebel in you, and the rebel in you will touch the rebel in me, and the lovers we be will bring sweet harmony. Then it will bring out the love, bring out the love, bring out all the love in us. Bring out the love. Said I want to bring out the love. Bring out the love. Said I want to bring out the love. Bring out the love. Bring out the love. Bring out all the love. Bring out the rebel. Said I want to bring out the rebel. Bring out the rebel.
Ever wanted to share what you know about a crime, but were too afraid? At Crime Stop, we make it easy for you to report on crimes safely and 100% anonymously. All it takes is 4 simple steps. First, contact the tip line at 311 or visit www.crimestop.org or www.311tips.com. Then share what you know anonymously with one of our trained counselors. Any information related to criminal activity is accepted. We don't want to know your identity. We don't record calls or use star 69. And there is no way of tracing tips over the phone or online. You'll also be given a file number for your tip. Next, track the progress of your tip by calling our tip line at 311 and quoting your file number. Finally, if your tip leads to success, you will be eligible for a cash reward. Rewards will be paid out upon request through a trusted disbursement agency with verification process to ensure that your identity remains hidden. Share what you know anonymously. Contact Crime Stop today.
Jamaica. best decision ever.
Feel the sand between your toes and the gentle waves of the sea on your skin. Feel the warm Jamaican breeze lift your spirits and nourish your soul. Escape to exactly what makes your heart beat. You will love every moment. Jamaica, heartbeat of the world. Let's go.
Do it for your best life. Wait. Go check your HIV status. Wait. So keep your life trending, no pretending. Me I tell yourself it, do it for you, do it for you. Every time you are link with a condom, coulda Ozzy, coulda wife, coulda be a random. Condom connect and protect your profile. Be your own fan. Do it for your best life. Do it for your best life. Do it. Don't put yourself at risk. Condom connect every time. Do it for your best life. Do it.
Yes, welcome back to Rebel Radio. And as I indicated to you earlier on, that over the weekend we had a serious accident in St. Anne.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to be talking to a resident of one of the communities that depends on the Alexandria Hospital. Henry, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So give me an idea. What is the status of the Alexandria Hospital?
Well, the state of Alexandria presently right now is just like a clinic, Like you have a clinic, like somebody might get a baby, like suppose they have a baby and might get a little hurt also, or anybody gets a little minor injury, you rush him to the Alexandria Hospital during the course of the day, when they probably get a little bit assistant and then transfer to the St. Anne's Hospital. So I just call it a clinic,
Yes. Well, the doctors are there during the days?
During the days, you'll find doctor there,
But
probably one or two,
But no doctors at nights? No,
there is many doctors now, but I really understand.
Yes. So you would say that when you compare the facility to days in the past, it has been significantly reduced.
Yeah, reduced. And now that we have more population around the communities then.
Yes.
Towards that region hospital and things.
Yes. Well, because what we are for our listeners and viewers, we're talking about, this is an hospital that serves a number of communities.
Yes. And even also a part of even say Clarendon also.
Yes.
And in some place where people are a little early stage in Manchester, like up there, leave like Borough Bridge and go up a little more.
Yes.
It will be easier to use the Alexandria Hospital and so forth.
Right.
But hospital like that shouldn't be closed.
No.
Shouldn't be closed.
No, not at all, because you have a number of community, a number of people. You're talking about thousands of people.
Yeah, man, thousands of people.
Yes.
You use that hospital.
Yes. And
the baby born regularly, probably, baby mother and things can be regularly. Man might get a minor injury, like you're working in the field and get a cut or then look away, they drop off a trees and, some little various little things.
So, for example, pregnant mothers from places like Halva, they will have to go to St. Anne's Bay now.
St. Anne's Bay they will have to go to, because if they go to probably Alexandria, not for delivery.
Yes.
That's why I just look at first year and then to St. Anne's Bay.
Okay, I see. So, that is, we're talking about 25 miles away.
From Alexandria to St. Anne's Bay.
Yes.
Partially it will be about 27 miles or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. And because what happened over the weekend, I don't know if you saw that video of what happened over the weekend, where there was an accident, and two injured persons were seen. One of them was seen lying on the ground, and another was seen in a chair on the veranda. And there was no
Medical assistant at the Alexandra Hospital.
No.
A friend of mine was telling me about it, you know.
Yes.
And then he bring to my concern and said, boy, with mine, if we can talk to the MP, Mr. Xavier Means, and she asked what he could have done for that hospital if he could reopen back.
I see. Well, boy, it is a serious situation because I know that it is a problem. It must be a problem for.
It's a big downfall for the St. Parish.
Yes.
Yeah, big downfall, especially medical care and things like that. Big downfall, because that would be one of the most essential hospitals in the area, you know. Because you have people from Murray Mountain, people from Egginsland, people from Cape Valley, people from Chotal, people from all over the globe coming to that hospital there. Watown, Madras, Gibraltar, Muirhouse, Greenhill, Kensington, Alva, Egginsland, and all those places. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes, I know. And
where I'm living now, approximately about 4 miles or 3 and something miles to the Alexandra Hospital.
Yes.
And if anything should happen to somebody at my woman in the village, you have to live from Muirhouse to about St. Andrew, about 31 miles.
Yes.
And we could have do it in 4 miles.
Wow. No.
So because I'm going to reach here and dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is unacceptable. So, so what are the people, you know, have they spoken to the member of parliament?
Well, they talked to for the previous man who was there, that was Neville Gallimore. I thought he was the person who caused that hospital to be done now. You understand?
Yes.
And then you have Keith Walford, who came up after, and probably the next one before him. But he was the next one who was there for about the next 10, 15 years. And then now you have the most man we can probably talk to now, where a man probably may look into it and deal with Mr. Xavier Means.
Yes.
He's a very good MP. And I thought a man like that, if they take it to him, probably they will look into consideration and see what he could have done for that hospital. Mm-hmm. And you know that should be a very relevant thing in the community.
Yes. Well, when I saw the video, I sent the video to the Minister of Health.
Yeah.
And he said his response was that he's having problems sourcing doctors for the hospital. He said that he's aware of the situation, that they only have doctors there during the days, but no doctors during the nights.
But what they need to do is to open it back as a public hospital.
Yes.
A public hospital, yeah.
Right. Right, as you say, right now it is operating as a clinic, not as a hospital.
As a clinic, as a clinic.
Yes, right. I remember when that hospital was downgraded. I remember that. But that is many years ago. I was of the view that it was upgraded and was operating as an hospital again.
Yeah.
But you are now telling me that no, it is still operating as a clinic.
As a clinic, yeah, man.
Yes.
And that's a big downfall for the St. community, man. So I don't mind if you could talk to the Minister of Health, because he came to Muirhouse once, you know.
Yes. And
so forth. And we really want to say by him that if we really do for you in a St. here.
Mm.
Alongside Mr. Xavier Means.
Yes, man. That is necessary.
I don't mind if you could even pass on the highlight to Mr. Xavier Means, you know. And then take it to him and see what they can do within a couple of years coming also earlier.
Yes, sir. I will do whatever I can in order to get the facility up and running, because it is very important. That is very important. We can't have so many people without access to a health facility. No, that is just totally unacceptable, because I cannot imagine that St. Anne's Bay Hospital, not only the journey, but then St. Anne's Bay Hospital too, is serving a number of communities.
Yeah, and St. Mary also, St. Mary too.
Yes.
Yeah. So I remember in days, you know, when somebody sending up to somebody like in Spalding Hospital and send them to Alexandria Hospital to do something and go back up, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
So when only the St. Anne's Bay Hospital is operating now, that is a lot of burden on the
St. Anne's Bay Hospital, yeah.
Yeah.
So if we get this hospital back in motion, Well, with that cost, let's burn it on the and the hospital people, staff.
Yes, of course. Yes. Yes, certainly that is important. That is very important. You know, something must be done. So
yeah, something has to be done here because I don't see relevant authorities and really hold it now, you know, them really make it look. Yeah, like in a place where we can get medical help, you know.
yes.
We never have to sick.
What is the water situation in places like Almiros now? What has been done with the public tank? Has it been restored?
Yeah, it's been restored, and you know the MP and the councillor they truck water regularly here to the communities, them like up to Miros, Kensington, and Woodland, and by the school also.
Okay. So the tank has been restored, and
the tank has been restored, and water is in it, and the school have water because the MP try to make them get water regularly. Also the councillor.
Yes. Okay, that is very good. Very, very good.
Yeah.
Yes. So, how are things apart from what else is happening in the village?
Well, you know, in the village here, you know, like it's a farming community.
Yes, sir.
And you know, the people them need a better road, you know, to take them to the market and things like that. But we are our MP Crystal is trying her very best to do what she can. She's doing her very best in the community still, but she need more help from the high ranking them, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man, she need more help.
Yes.
Because, you know, what really give some politicians some bad name and thing, you know. They're trying to work and do what the best they can. But the head of fear, would if you get support from, kind of hold them back.
Okay. So she needs assistance, you said.
Yeah, she needs assistance. That's what she's doing. She's trying her best, but she needs assistance. Because she take care of the schools and other places. She trying to take care of everything, sports, schools, everything, you know. Yeah, she's all around that, genuine.
Right. Right. Well, as I say that I am going to do whatever I can. I mean, to bring the Alexandria Hospital. I'm going to make sure that the authorities are aware of what is happening there.
Yeah.
And so that they can do whatever must be done.
Yeah, man, true.
In order to get that facility back into operation.
And like how I see where the local government minister, he really take care about the elderly people and such forth. I know in our community are more elderly people, what diabetic and them all little way and high blood potential and so. So probably make a talk with him and probably may try to push them to do something too.
Okay.
But Mr. Desmond, I feel me push them to do that. Like what them trying to do something to the Cornwall region and all that stuff.
Yes.
We can't just left by alone in days like this.
All right. Okay. All right. We'll talk again.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you and hope they will hear our concern and things like that.
Yes. So take care of yourself.
Okay, Mr. Richard, have a pleasant day.
You too.
Thanks to representing.
Okay.
Right,
yes. That was Mr. Henry Cullum. You know, telling us what is happening in Alexandria with that hospital there. We have to do whatever we can to ensure that that hospital is back in operation. Well, we are going to take a break now, and when we back, we should be back with Be Sure. Let's take a break.
It's gonna set us free. Then it will bring out the rebel, bring out the rebel, bring out the rebel in me. If the lover in you can touch the lover in me.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have failed, you need to borrow, for no one can feel none of your needs that you won't mention. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Please, there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry. I'm right up the road and I share your load. If you just call me, yeah, hold on, yeah. When you need a friend, call on me. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I have to carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. This is for the little child without a father, for that man that doesn't have a place to stay, for that little boy living with hate. This is my story. There's a man standing on the corner. He has no home, he has no food, and his blue skies are gone. Can you hear him cry? Oh Lord, there's a girl searching for a father and a friend, praying that the storm will someday end. But instead of walking away, open up your heart and say, I am here. You don't have to worry, I can see your tears. I'll be there in a hurry when you call. Friends are there to catch you when you fall. He's my shoulder, you can lean on me. Well, yeah. There's a child who is sick and begging to be free, but there is no cure for his disease. He looked up to his mother as she holds his hand, praying that someday the sun will shine again and the pain will end. I am here. You don't have to worry, I can see your tears. I'll be there in a hurry when you call. Friends are there to catch you when you fall. He's my shoulder, you can lean on me. Tell me how can I love Jesus when I never seen his face? Yet if I see you dying, I wouldn't turn and walk away. So hold my hand and Let me take you to a friend of mine who is waiting just to ease your troubled mind. He loves you more than you'll ever know. Instead of walking away, open up your heart and say, there's a man standing on the corner. He has no home, he has no food, and his blue skies are gone. Can you hear him cry? Oh Lord, I am here. You don't have to worry, I can see your tears. I'll be there in a hurry when you call. Friends are there. I'm living for Jesus. Living for Jesus. Living for Jesus. Yeah. Oh, I wanna be remembered as a man who sings songs for Jesus Christ, who was willing to lay down his life, do his will no matter what the price. Well, I'm singing for the deaf man who can hear about salvation through my song. And I'm singing for the blind man who can see the light in me and come along. Live for Jesus, that's what matters. And when other houses crumble, mine be strong. Live for Jesus, that's what matters. Let you see the light in me and come along. La 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 la. There are times when I am tempted to turn off the rock and road that traveled on. There are times when I say, Jesus, can you find another man to sing your song? Well, I know I'm not the only one that could sing this melody. But he has chosen me to bless me and to lead me into what is best for me. Live for Jesus, that's what matters. And when other houses crumble, mine be strong. Live for Jesus. name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the hurt to the cross, the pain you bear, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the hurt to the cross, the pain you bear, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I'd love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the hurt to the cross, the pain you bear, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I'd love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. My Redeemer, yeah. Yes, he lives forever, yeah. Who taught the sun where to stand in the morning? And who taught the ocean you can only come this far? And who showed the moon where to hide till evening? Whose words alone can catch a falling star? Well, I know my Redeemer lives, and I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify is risen and alive, and I know my Redeemer lives. The very same God that spins things in orbit runs to the weary, the warm and the weak. And the same gentle hands that hold me when I'm broken, they conquered after bringing victory. Yes, I know my Redeemer lives, and I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify, he is risen and alive, and I know my Redeemer, He lives to take away my sins, and He lives forever, I proclaim, to protect me from my sin. His most precious life He gave, but now He's alive. There's an empty grave, and I know my Redeemer lives. Yes, I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify, His life is magnified, and I know my Redeemer lives. Oh yes, it lives. I can testify now. Why, yeah. Who taught the sun where to stand in the morning? And who taught the ocean you can only come this far? And who showed the moon where to hide till evening? Whose words alone can catch a falling star? That's why I know my Redeemer lives.
Ever wanted to share what you know about a crime, but were too afraid? At Crime Stop, we make it easy for you to report on crimes safely and 100% anonymously. All it takes is 4 simple steps. First, contact the tip line at 311 or visit www.crimestop.org or www.311tips.com. Then share what you know anonymously with one of our trained counselors. Any information related to criminal activity is accepted. We don't want to know your identity. We don't record calls or use star 69. And there is no way of tracing tips over the phone or online. You'll also be given a file number for your tip. Next, track the progress of your tip by calling our tip line at 311 and quoting your file number. Finally, if your tip leads to success, you will be eligible for a cash reward. Rewards will be paid out upon request through a trusted disbursement agency with verification process to ensure that your identity remains hidden. Share what you know anonymously. Contact Crime Stop today.
I've looked high and I've looked low. There's no one to compare to you. Climbed up to the highest mountain, looked all around, couldn't find nobody. Yeah. Went down into the deepest valley, looked all around, couldn't find nobody. I went across the deep blue sea, couldn't find one to compare to your grace, your love, your mercy. Nobody greater than you. Lord of mercy, searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. Lord of mercy, searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. Nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. Yeah. I searched all over, couldn't find nobody. Looked high and low, Still couldn't find nobody, yeah. Nobody greater. Nobody greater. Nobody greater than you. Lord of mercy. Nobody greater. Nobody greater. Nobody greater than you. Climbed to the highest mountain. Looked all around, couldn't find nobody. Went down into the deepest valley. Looked all around, couldn't find nobody. I went across the deep blue sea. Couldn't find one to compare to your grace, your love, your mercy. Nobody greater than you. Lord of mercy. Searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. Lord of mercy. Searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low.
Do it for your best life. Wait. Go check your HIV status. Wait. So keep your life trending, no pretending. Me I tell yourself do it for you, do it for you. Every time you are link with a condom. Coulda husband, coulda wife, coulda be a random. Condom connect and protect your profile. Be your own fan. Do it for your best life. Do it for your best life. Do it. Don't put yourself at risk. Condom connect every time. Do it for your best life. Do it.
Yes, welcome back to Rebel Radio. And at this time, you know, we discuss Be Sure. And Be Sure is our program that we use to make sure, to advise you what you can do in order to prepare for a rainy day. And we have with us our experienced life on the writer, Lloyd Brim. Lloyd, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Desmond, to you and your listeners.
Yes, yes. And you know, this one of the things that I would like you to shed some light on. You know, when you look at what is happening right now in Jamaica, and I'm talking about the violence, I'm talking about the crime situation, and therefore, you know, tell us, is it a good idea for us to look at purchasing life insurance as a means of security in light of this high crime wave sweeping the country?
Well, Desmond, let us look at it. What's the purpose of insurance? The purpose of insurance is always to take the risk of a particular individual or company and put it on the life insurance company. And by doing that, the company is carrying a risk. People who are not insured, they carry the risk themselves. But buying insurance is asking the insurance company, signing a contract with them, and paying the necessary premiums for the company to carry the risk. Are we at greater risk these days than we were maybe 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 30 years ago? If the answer is yes, then it means there's a greater need for insurance, in the sense that you're going to face greater risk. When you're going on an aeroplane, that's maybe to us is the ultimate risk. And there is insurance that you can get per flight. You don't buy that one to walk around down here with us and so on. You buy that one specifically for that one flight. Mm-hmm. Because you admit, you accept, and it is preached to you before the plane actually lifts off. The risk you face, and if certain situations occur, what the actions you should take. So I think we need more insurance now, because as you state, the risks are much greater today than it has ever been.
Yes. And, one of the things, Lloyd, is that when you look at the statistics, you will see that the crime is right across, and it affects everybody. But most of the victims are working class people. Most of the victims are persons who are living below a certain standard of living. In other words, most of the victims of the crime wave sweeping Jamaica are the workers. And as you are aware, they are the ones who would have less income, less financial capacity to finance those premiums, those policies. Explain what are affordable for those persons.
Okay, Desmond, it's good that you asked that question, because I have always wanted to say it, but now is the time, now is the opportunity. The people who are lower, are lowest on the income scales in Jamaica. The jobs they do, the trade unions, the government usually set conditions that people on the job needs to be covered at least by the employer. So people like security guards who face it, they are the first line of defense for the business, the first line of defense for the contents and all the other things. The company insures them, but I think what you're worrying about is how much, and you're also worrying about what happens to them if and when they are no longer employed. You need to get to the agent, or the agent comes to you. Don't hide, don't tell them you're not at work. Don't. Come face to face with the agent, set out your economic figures, and the agent will be able to find something in there that you can afford. You might not be able to afford all what we call riders. You have things on the policy which I think I see you have there to ask. What are riders? Mm-hmm. Riders are features on the insurance policy. And as it's a rider, it is not the main significant aspect of the contract, which is an important aspect. So riders would have to be like, I just came in from an interview with a professional who wants to get educational insurance for a child. Mm-hmm. I think it's 5 years old. The age of the child is 5 years old. Now, this provision is to go through until the child reaches 18 years, graduate from college, and all the rest of it. But the person who is paying the premiums, there's no guarantee that person is going to live until the child is 18. So if the person dies, the payer, proposer and payer, dies, who is going to pay those premiums? there's a rider called waiver of premium.
What does that do?
Well, to waive it is to set it aside, I understand. So to waive the premiums mean that person will not be asked to pay any more premium. The company has a provision through which it will pay the premium.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. These people who we are talking about, they might not be able to afford things like, you want me just outline a couple of waiver riders for you so we can make it clearer?
Of course.
All right. So the parental waiver would be in the case where adult is the proposer. Proposer is the person who applies for the insurance. And the life assured is the person who is insured. It can be one and the same or it can be separate. The parent buys waiver of premium on the policy, which says in the event the parent who is the payer dies, the company will continue to pay the premiums on the policy
until it is matured.
and all the benefits will accrue to the insured, to the child. You have another one that same waiver of premium. In this case, the adult is insured. We don't give waiver of premium to children. Why? They are not earning. Waiver of premium is to come in when your earnings stop. You can no longer earn through accidental occurrences. So therefore, you look at it and you put a waiver of premium rider on your policy. It means if through accident you become unable to work as the life insured and the payer, that waiver of premium will, can I say, chip in, come into action, and pay the premiums. Along with that, usually, as advised by your agent, with good reason, accidental death and dismemberment. That's a rider. And the rider, by that name, says, if by accident you get dismembered, then the medical details are submitted, and let's say on the policy, if you lose a leg,
Yes.
it is 3 million, 5 million, 7 million. You lose the leg. But if you lose the use of the leg, a percentage of the functioning and use of that leg, then the medical details would be taken, and it's stated in the policy that it's 40%, 30%, 7 million, 5 million, but you didn't lose the entire use. You lost 40% of the use. The benefit from that rider, 40% of it would be paid. Double indemnity means you're insured for 5 million and you have 5 million double indemnity. In insurance terms, we call it DIPDAP. So the 5 million accidental death means, let's say you're insured for 10 with 5 accidental provision. You die, 10 million. When the cause of death is examined, is checked out, medical details, etc., and it says you died by accident, then it will pay 10 because you died, and the waiver, which we call double indemnity and accident provision, that waiver now will chip in and it will pay the 5 additional million. But the people you're talking about, they might not have the money to put on these waivers.
Yes.
they might not have the money to buy critical illness. Because you can put that on as a rider as well.
Mhm.
But for those people, the agent's skill, the agent's experience, and all that it put together to bring a good agent will offer you term insurance.
Yes.
Term insurance means it does not carry any investments and cash values, but it covers you in the event of death or dismemberment.
Right.
So no matter what your earning is,
Yes.
there is somewhere there that you can get an insurance provision.
So here it is, a breadwinner is shot and killed. What you are saying is that there are insurance policies that will take care of. In other words, there will something will be left to take care of his family. There are policies that can generate that.
That is what we call income protection. That's what we call income protection. It means that it provides some money to keep the family going.
Mm-hmm.
But I want it to be absolutely clear that the expense that the family has to endure to keep going, that is not what the policy pays. That is a consideration and a calculation when agent and breadwinner sit face to face. And maybe I should use this term, Desmond, that the agent is really the assistant buyer, because it is the agent who provides the information stating what this policy will provide in the occurrence of death, dismemberment, critical illness, this kind of list of benefits, and it is how much, what we call the face value of the policy that is paid when you die. And the coupon policies is a special type of policies where you don't have to be in, your medical health is not a consideration in looking over your application. Because we as agents out here, we are in the field, and we are called field underwriters. That's what we are called. So right there on the spot, the agent assists in the choice. The agent should assist as well in the premium to match the applicant's economic situation. You might be earning 100,000 a month, and I am earning 100,000 a month, but our demands are different. Your family budget is bigger than mine. Probably my family budget is just me, just a single person. Could be man and spouse. So it all depends on what the situation is, and the agent assists in coming to the decision that the person eventually arrives at, making sure at all times that the most important consideration is what is it that is of concern to this person before you. Before coming here, I was in the lunchroom at a particular institution. So I took the opportunity of pulling the people in the lunchroom into the discussion I was having. And one person said to me, listen, when I die, that's it. I don't care what happens to anybody else after I die. I am going to do what I want with my money. I'm going to live my life the way I see it. Who gets hurt, gets hurt. And you would never believe that that is a father. So I can sit here and tell you lots and lots of examples. But maybe should continue with what you have listed there, that life is an up and down thing.
Yes.
Process. And sometimes you get into problems with your payment or your premiums and so on. You asked me the last time about myths about life insurance. That's where a lot of these myths, like, for example, you have it there to ask what is a lapse and so on. Is that what you have there?
Yes. Well, in other words, when a policy, explain that term. When a policy lapse, what happens and how it is dealt with? How can it be restored?
The way I want to answer your question, Desmond, is to go back to the thing you asked last time about myths.
Yeah.
Some people, large percentages of people, believe that once your policy lapses, that's it, and the insurance company is happy to have that money that you paid, keep it, and that's it. But that's far from the truth, because the life of an insurance policy, companies are in business to make profit and to provide a service. The service the insurance company is providing is all the benefits that fall under the life insurance definition. So we negotiate, person agrees, puts the policy in place, do the necessary things, put it in place, and he is insured. He or she is insured. So all the conditions under the policy, the waiver of premium, the critical illness, if you have investment, the returns, all of these the company has to attend to. Now, the premium is the revenue that comes in to keep the company providing these services, doing the investments and all of these things. Now, when the income to the company is diminished, then the company has to recalculate, the company has to do whatever is necessary to up the income, which is the premium, the flow, the income from the premium. That's the only obligation that the life assured has. The life assured signs a contract, asks the company to provide these benefits with one condition, that the life assured continues to pay the premiums as agreed. The life assured has no other responsibility. Just don't commit suicide within 2 years. All of these are conditions under your policy. When your agent bring it, ask them to read through for you, to show you all the benefits that you are getting for the premium. Your only job is to pay the premium. The company is carrying a risk, and it's carrying that risk because it is collecting the premium. The company has no further obligation under that contract whenever you stop paying your premiums. If you stop paying your premiums, the company still reaches out to you. One, notify you that the premiums have stopped. Two, policies that have investments, cash values as we may call them, the company, based on the contract, can pull premiums from those monies that are on the policy. Some policies, the lapse and the investment that is on it remains until you come and collect it. But some policies, what we call APL, automatic premium loan. So the company pulls the premium from the funds sitting there on the policy where it is appropriate. The company does everything possible to reach out to the client, especially in hard times. where the problem begins, just about every time, where the problem begins is that the myth that you had asked about is stuck in people's mind. And they say, Lord, my policy lapse, them thiefy, then just take away my money. But the person never ever show up at the customer service section of the company or call your agent. The Life Assured has to come forward and find out what benefits the company offer, how the company reach out. One of the ways the company reach out.
And how the policy, if the policy can be restored.
That's where I'm going now, because the company reaches out to keep it going. Now, once you come in, or you call your agent, but make the move to find out what is happening, what can be done. Every year, the company has a period called a drive, called a reinstatement drive. It sends out emails, it makes telephone calls, it reaches out to the customers whose policy lapse for non-payment. Sometimes it's communication issues, but for whatever reason the policy lapse, the company reach out and say, come in, let's sit down and look at your policy, see how best we can get it back. The language is status one. Get it back in force, get your benefits back in place. You can reduce your premiums. If you have, let's say somebody's gone off to study. You're going off to study for 3 years, but you're getting paid for 2. Come in to the customer service or have a discussion with your agent. State the situation. And there are ways to reduce the premium. There are ways to suspend the investment portion of the premium. Ways to keep the policy in force. And that's in the best interest of you, the policyholder, and the company in doing its projections, and the beneficiaries.
Yes.
In case your number, in Jamaica we say, in case you play 3, or your number call, whatever the reason, keeping your insurance in place is extremely important. And the company reaches out. So the lapse policy means you have exceeded the time that the company give you. The grace period that the company gives you has expired.
Yeah.
It does reach out and help to get you back. Sometimes it suspend the reinstatement fees. The company have a whole bag of goodies to help you keep your policies on the books. Top of the list of the assets and the communication and the reaching out and the advising, the number one source is the agent. That's the carrier. Agents carry good information, good news, just about every time they turn up. Let me give you this point that we as agents hang on to, and we use it in our discussions all the while. When there is a night, a funeral, a family meeting at the house, some families, they have to have a meeting because of the various changes that have to come about. And financing is usually a part of the issue. The most welcome person at these meetings are the agents. The lawyers come, the accountants come, the surveyors come, the creditors come. But guess what? All of these people come with a bill. None of them come with a check. And as an insurance agent, if you are listening to me now, get out a piece of paper, please, I make a list of the people who are called together when there's a family emergency, family crisis, financial problems, family disagreements, unreasonable people demanding more than their share, and so on. The insurance agent usually is a part of it, even in the company when there are problems. Because guess what? Nobody else is going to come to that meeting with a check except the insurance agent.
Understood. Surrender value. When does that apply in an insurance policy?
The surrender value applies every morning, every evening, every tick of the clock.
Yes.
We usually look at it and say, surrender value means if you were to surrender the policy today, what amount of cash would you get?
Yes.
Because, Desmond, the reality of life is that there are situations when people make a decision to surrender the policy. Many times they make that decision, the policy lapse, and they don't want to continue with it. Or maybe you have outgrown that policy, whatever. But the first step is to call your agent and find out what's the situation. Are there monies on this policy?
Yes.
That I can access or I can use to reinstate it? Many times a policy lapse and it's not the fault of the policyholder, the payer of the premiums. Because there are large salary deduction centers where the number of policyholders in that population is a large number. So it's a big scheme. You know, mistakes can come. The deduction can be made from the person's salary and does not reach to the insurance company in time. There can be break in that flow through no fault of the policyholder. If the premiums don't come, then it means that the policy is going to lapse.
Yes.
But lapsing don't always mean the policyholder is not paying. You have issues like these. The salary deduction can miss the connection for enough time that cause the policy to lapse. But the monies are there. They can come in late. Maybe a situation, maybe there's a strike at the salary deduction center and things get delayed. In cases like that, the money is there on the policy. Money is there at the insurance company, sitting on the policy, not applied because it came in after the
date, the due date.
Yes, but there is a period that the company gives for the premiums to come in still. It has surpassed that period. But it came.
Yes.
So it is there. And the policyholder would have a what we call a pay slip to show that deduction was done. Come into the company. The company does just about everything to reach out to the policyholders, because a lapsed policy, a policy in force, is of benefit to the company. It is of benefit to the agent who services the policy and sold it in the first place. It is of benefit to the life insured. It is of benefit to the beneficiaries, and we can go on benefit to the economy and all the benefits that come with it. So a lapse policy is of no use at all to any entity that is involved.
And you are saying to us that in our environment,
yes,
this violent environment in which we are now, you are encouraging us that one of the ways that we can use to protect ourselves and our families is to talk to an agent, and there is something there for us.
The agent, I might say, is the informed person, is the person skilled, trained, and works every day at putting insurance policies on the books, insurance policies that address the need of the policyholder.
Right.
Whether he wants to ensure his children education is complete, whether he's here or not, whether he wants to ensure that his mortgage comes to an end in the event he dies, whether he wants to be sure that if critical illness strikes, a common problem there is like breast cancer or prostate cancer. A friend of mine just had to do a prostate surgery. I think he's still at home recuperating. Why he had to do the surgery? The doctor's advice. No. Having done the surgery, there's a bill. And you always ask me about health insurance. There's a bill that is significantly reduced because he has health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Significantly reduced.
Yes. Okay. Now, this question, the other question I wanted to clarify for me is, for example, allowance for payment. Hold on. Grace period. There's a grace. Explain. There's a grace period for payment of premiums.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Explain that.
The company allows you 30 days and still carry the risk and keep you covered. So if your premiums are due on the first of the month, they are not paid. I shouldn't say they are not paid. I should say they have not reached the company because we have salary deductions and other methods. But for whatever reason, it does not show up in the company's books. The 2nd of the month, the 10th of the month, the 25th of the month, the 29th of the month, 30 days month. All of those period of time that the premium has not shown up in the books, the life assured is still covered. And if there is an accident, dismemberment, death, any condition that the policy contract is due to release funds, the funds will still be released despite the company not having the premium arriving at its destination and entered in the books.
Okay. Tell me something.
There's a grace period. Yes.
Yeah. So what happened? So for example, the 30 days it expired. The 30 days expired, but the client turns up, and the first of the policy, the 30 days expire on the 31st of the month, and the client turns up on the 1st of the other month.
Yes.
Can they restore the policy?
Well, many times the lapse is not registered as promptly as it should. So once the person turns up, even if the 30 days are gone, many times the lapse is not enforced rigidly. They still give a little more time.
Okay.
So you turn up with the money and you pay it, but it covers the 30 days grace period. It covers that period.
Yes.
So the next due date is past. So you need to pay 2 when you come.
Yes.
But if you pay 1, you can still come and pay the other one before 30 more days and get yourself back on track. If there is money on the policy, and it's one of those policies that carry what we call automatic premium loan, which means the company give you a loan out of what you have there to keep the policy going.
Mm-hmm.
And it will continue to do that until those monies run out.
Yes.
Not all the policies do that. Some policies, you get your grace period and depend on your method of payment and so on. When the policy finally lapses, the money, investment value, and that is on the policy remains there until you come and straighten it or until you come and take that money.
Okay.
The company is very uncomfortable when premiums are not coming in, and it does everything imaginable and beyond to give the policyholder the opportunity to still keep the benefits, pay the premiums, and in that light, if people were to talk about how the companies reach out, the skeptical ones would come on board right away.
Okay. Well, you have a minute to wrap up. Make your wrap-up comments for this week.
Well, Desmond, to you and all your listeners, I wish everybody to, when you're listening, to take notes, make little jottings, compose questions you want answered, and get to your agent, get to this program, or go to the customer service section. There are benefits in the insurance industry. The company extends itself. Don't ever go away with the fact that my policy lapse and it's thief them thief. Don't go away with the feeling that the company is happy when policy lapse. It is not, because everybody, the worst present you can receive is a lapse policy. It goes nowhere but in the garbage bin, or if it is horrible enough, by the time you recompose yourself, it all soak in tears and sorrow. That's not on the list of insurance benefits. Do nothing. Don't allow people to use your health card. Don't send people to pay your premiums. Go to the company, set up the online payment system, or set up the PAP, pre-approved payment through the bank or the credit union. Find a secure way that whenever the time comes for your premium to be paid, the method of payment that you use will chip in, and it will not depend on somebody's kindness to you to go pay the premium for you. Ensure that it is paid, and be sure the company must honor its contractual obligations, and there are regulatory agencies that the company has to answer to.
Mm-hmm. Well, want to thank you very, very much for joining us this week, Mr. Brim. Thank you very, very much. And, as usual, we use this program to make sure our listeners and viewers are prepared for the rainy day. Want to thank you very much. This is Be Sure, and we'll be back next week, Monday, to keep you with information so that you can be sure when it is important. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Desmond.
Ever wanted to share what you know about a crime but were too afraid? At Crime Stop, we make it easy for you to report on crimes safely and 100% anonymously. All it takes is 4 simple steps. First, contact the tip line at 311 or visit www.crimestop.org or www.311tips.com. Then share what you know anonymously with one of our trained counselors. Any information related to criminal activity is accepted. We don't want to know your identity. We don't record calls or use star 69. And there is no way of tracing tips over the phone or online. You'll also be given a file number for your tip. Next, track the progress of your tip by calling our tip line at 311 and quoting your file number. Finally, if your tip leads to success, you will be eligible for a cash reward. Rewards will be paid out upon request through a trusted disbursement agency with verification process to ensure that your identity remains hidden. Share what you know anonymously. Contact Crime Stop today.
Jamaica.
Best decision ever.
Feel the sand between your toes and the gentle waves of the sea on your skin. Feel the warm Jamaican breeze lift your spirits and nourish your soul. Escape to exactly what makes your heart beat. You will love every moment. Jamaica, heartbeat of the world. Let's go.
Blessed Savior. Oh, what a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and grief to bear. Oh, what a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Needless pain we bear. Oh, Jesus knows our every weakness. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Oh, we weak and heavy laden, cumbered with a load of care. Precious Savior, still have a refuge. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Can we find a friend so faithful who will all our sorrow share? Jesus knows our every weakness. Where do I go from here? What faith is strong in me? Touch my heart, it guides my foot, say right. Oh
Ever wanted to share what you know about a crime but were too afraid? At Crime Stop, we make it easy for you to report on crimes safely and 100% anonymously. All it takes is 4 simple steps. First, contact the tip line at 311 or visit www.crimestop.org or www.311tips.com. Then share what you know anonymously with one of our trained counselors. Any information related to criminal activity is accepted. We don't want to know your identity. We don't record calls or use star 69. And there is no way of tracing tips over the phone or online. You'll also be given a file number for your tip. Next, track the progress of your tip by calling our tip line at 311 and quoting your file number. Finally, if your tip leads to success, you will be eligible for a cash reward. Rewards will be paid out upon request through a trusted disbursement agency with verification process to ensure that your identity remains hidden. Share what you know anonymously. Contact Crime Stop today.
Oh, well, good afternoon, listeners and viewers. This is our program called Workers' Time. This is the Workers' Time. And at this time, we are going to be talking to Dr. Venetia Griffin. And she's president of the Doc?
Jamaica Association of Public Dental Surgeons.
Right, the Jamaica Association of Public Dental Surgeons. I remember last week when we spoke, Doc, you outlined a number of issues, and one of them was you were awaiting some contacts from the ministry to raise salaries and other allowances. Now, what is the latest on that?
Well, what we're hearing informally from Ministry of Finance is that the holdup is with Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health to date has not responded to us.
Yes.
We're waiting for official communication so that we can iron out some of our issues with them, so that we can continue and finalize our compensation restructuring with the Ministry of Finance.
Yes. So the Ministry of Health has not responded as yet.
No, they really have not. And at this point, my surgeons are beyond furious.
Yes.
Beyond furious. So we've made a decision to give them until tomorrow, end of day, to respond to us. Otherwise, our actions or protests will intensify.
Yes. So at the moment, the surgeons are still taking industrial action, right?
So we were on sick out last week, Monday to Wednesday.
Yes.
We recognize that a lot of the accident and emergency departments at the hospitals across the island were seeing an influx of dental emergencies because of our sick out. So on Thursday, we made the decision to go back to clinic to see our patients out of love, to see them, so that the emergency specifically. So while it is that we're protecting on the job and only seeing emergencies, we wanted to go back in the clinic to at least provide that service to the persons, because I know specifically there was a case in Kingston, several cases, where the patient would have gone around to about 2 to 3 clinics before finally getting to KPH and just, essentially not getting treated.
Yes. Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we went back in on Thursday in clinic. We are currently still seeing only emergency patients. And by when, if we don't hear anything by Wednesday morning, we're gonna have to do more. Our
Yes,
hands are tied at this point now.
yes, yes. It's very, 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 very serious. Um, I also, one of the things I made a contact with the Ministry of Health, and I'm trying to arrange an interview with him because when you pointed out that the shortages affecting the service, that is not a totally unacceptable situation. Hello, Doc? Hello?
Again, hello.
Oh, yes, Doc. I was saying that one of the things that I really want to raise with the Ministry of Health is the situation
Mm-hmm.
with the shortages, because when you pointed out the limit of the shortages of medical personnel, it is really alarming.
Yes, it really and truly is, and we do like that and we do applaud the Minister of Health for the Second Chance Smile initiative he raised in Parliament. We love it.
Yeah,
We share the same pet peeve for persons missing their teeth, but what we want to do is focus our efforts on more preventive
right.
services to prevent people from losing their teeth in the first place,
Yeah,
so that they don't require dentures. So we
right.
really want to partner with the Ministry of Health on this action to get more dental surgeons, more dental professionals into the service, more dental facilities that are not outdated, dilapidated, and with functioning equipment so that we're able to do what we need to do.
Right, right. Hold a moment there for me, Doc. Do we UWI employee? Hello?
Yes,
Yes, you are this is UWI employee, right?
I am here. I'm here.
Right, okay. All right, okay. Mr. Ryder, are you there, Mr. Ryder? Okay. All right. So we have UWI employee. We have with us. We have the president of the Jamaica Association of Dental Surgeon, Dr. Venetia Griffin, with us. And we were before you join us, we were talking about the situation facing dental surgeons in the public sector. Um, um, sorry, just UWI employee. Hello. Hello, sir.
I think his mic is muted.
Yes.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. Are you hearing me?
Hello?
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. So
Loud and clear.
okay, sir. So I was asking you, so what are some of the issues affecting your colleagues at your workplace?
The issues are numerous.
Yes?
The issues are numerous, and Doc spoke about our situation there with shortage of staff.
Yes.
We also experiencing the shortage of staff, equipment for working. We don't have adequate equipment for working. So it is right across the public sector. Right across the public sector.
Wow. No, that must impact your ability to deliver service to the public.
It will impact. It will impact.
Yeah.
And that is why I go further to say that the compensation package that they rolled out for the public sector workers was not adequate. The staff are putting out 110%. They don't have enough equipment to work, but they're still doing the job, but yet still they are being charged change.
Yes.
How do you factor that? How do you put that together?
Yes, yes. So on that note there, the compensation package. What are the issues with the compensation package for your colleagues? What are some of the issues?
Well, for my colleagues, it is and I think it's not just for us; it's right across the public sector.
Mm.
The professional groups were given a nice package, and I use that word conservatively. The persons who are at the bottom of the thing were given a little better package, but the persons who are in the middle did not get anything at all.
Oh.
Can you imagine somebody who is supervising a junior staff? With this new compensation package, the supervisor and the junior staff is either on the same level or they are almost on the same level.
Wow. Yes. I can see that. That must be that is demotivating.
Yes. Demotivating.
Of course. I can see that. And you mentioned something about equipment. How serious is that?
Yes, the equipment is serious. The shortage of computers, because we're moving into this computer age, yeah.
Well,
and most things have been done by a computer.
Yes.
And they don't have adequate computers to do that. Yeah.
Yes.
The in terms of infrastructure, there's need for better bathroom facilities, because we have more staff, no more than bathroom facilities. It's a wide range of things.
Yes, I can see that. So, what are the plans to address these issues? What plans do you have? Are they? You are unionized?
Yes, I am unionized, and we have been meeting with management, and we are trying to implore them. They're giving us some arguments about making these things priority. But what we find happening is that the goalpost keeps moving. So they say that they give us 3 months pass, and the goalpost keeps moving. Now, it seems to me that we have to take a stance at some point.
Yes.
We have to take a stance at some point.
Yes, I can see that. No date meetings have been set to address these issues, or
we have been having regular meetings, and these things dates have been set, dates have been missed, and we just keep going. But there comes a time when the people are just going to get mad and say, listen, enough is enough.
Well, we see. I hope it. Something is done before it reaches that stage, because you see, one of the things that we have to be mindful of, and I don't know if the authorities are mindful of it, the service to the public, because one of the issues that the public sector must deal with is how it serves the public. Because there are a lot of complaints from the public about service. And therefore, if the workers are not treated properly, they are not going to provide the service, uplift the service, so that they serve their public the right way. And so the management, I sincerely hope, is aware of all these issues and will take the necessary steps to address the situation before the workers get really disgruntled, more than how they are disgruntled right now. So, what about the other benefits at the workplace. So, for example, people are getting their vacation leave, people are getting their short leave, their departmental leave, all
Yeah,
those.
no, no, those things are happening, and we try. The delegates try to ensure that the staff get their entitlements. Yes,
Yes.
they try to get their entitlements, and we try to guide them along those lines. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but then there's one other thing that needs to be addressed, and I think it's not just in UWI. Yeah, there are things pertaining to, again, infrastructure in terms of ACs and air quality, mold in buildings, persons getting ill. And if you have a hill staff, if you have a hill workforce, then you're going to have a depletion in service to clients.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. So infrastructure needs to be repaired. That's what you are saying.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, I sincerely hope that is those things are addressed. Hold it there for me. Don't move. Doc. Hello, Doc.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Yes, Doc. So, Doc, as it relates to the shortage of staff, Doc,
Mm-hmm.
how do you manage? How the authorities manage with, to deploying the limited staff to serve in the public sector? How you cope with that?
Honestly, we're really not coping. It's more like surviving some kind of natural disaster in an essence. Because on one hand, our facilities don't allow us to do most of the teeth saving and general health improving services such as, fillings and other intricate surgeries. So what we find ourselves overwhelmed with is end-stage disease, such as abscesses and terrible acute pain requiring extraction. So we find that most of our dentists across the island are just totally overwhelmed with the numbers of extractions. And that's what we tend to be responding to. We have to, so that we do some oral health promotion and try to encourage better health practices. We have to literally take time, make the time to do those kind of things in the schools and to the prisons and to the infirmaries across the island and so on. So we're not so much managing as we're trying to stop a building from caving in.
Wow. Well, I can well imagine that must be problematic. Must be problematic.
Yes,
No,
because like I said to you last time, it's 80 of us when we need at least 900 to 1,000.
yes. That is
And that's one dentist to 34,000 people based on current population.
yes. And are you having issues with retaining your professionals?
100%. Yes.
Because I can imagine that
Because the thing
people.
about it is, yes?
Yeah, I can imagine that people will want to resign.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Even since last year, we've had a number of persons leaving the service. Many others have said to me that they're just waiting on their contracts to end. Some have told me that if the current offer is what is being forced onto us, is what we, have to get, then they will be leaving forthwith. So we do have not only a problem retaining surgeons to the service, but also attracting. You see, other health professionals may migrate to get better compensation packages to Cayman, to America, to the UK. Dental surgeons, we don't need to do that. We simply need to enter the private sector, and or wages will increase almost twofold, if not more, depending on the service that you're providing. So many of us are in the service, in the public service, because we want to give back to our people. We know what it is to not be able to afford oral health services because it's so expensive in the private sector. And we don't think that your socioeconomic status should determine if you have a beautiful and healthy smile. We believe everyone should have that. And that is supported by WHO in that oral health is a human right.
Right.
So many of us are in the service, we want to give back, but the economic times currently that we're facing are really, really harsh right now. So we're saying to the government that these wages are simply not acceptable, and more of our staff are leaving.
Right. Now, you spoke about it earlier, but I want to bring it back. The Minister of Health announced last week about a program to deal. I just forget the name of it, but what the essential point was to ensure that people are able to provide people with dentures.
Right.
Now, how based on what obtains right now with the public sector as it relates to the surgeons. Now, how will that program work if the fact that you have a shortage of surgeons, you have shortage of medical supplies and equipment, how will it work?
Boy, that is a question of the century at this point because I'm not foreseeing how it will work at all. We don't, apart from the surgeons, we need dental technicians to create these dentures for our patients. And I know that the public service maybe only employs at most 3 at this time. For us to do impressions, a lot goes into getting a denture. Your oral health has to be in optimum status, right? We have to do your cleanings, any fillings, and so on. And none of the facilities are equipped to do that. Furthermore, we don't have a lot of dentists, and we're already overwhelmed. And these are for the Minister of Health. How many dentists will be employed over these years? How will they be compensated? Is there any overtime pay that will be offered to stay and do these additional services? I really don't know what the idea is. However, we welcome it because, like I said earlier, it is also our pet peeve. I hate to see when the young children are brought in at age 3 and 4 and all of their teeth are infected and I have to remove their molars from so young. I hate to see when 9-year-old girls and boys come in with a large defect to their front teeth and I have to extract it. I hate to see when children and adults come in with this humongous swelling that I don't seem to understand meningitis or sepsis and can cause their death. Right? So we really, really need to be able to replace their teeth, right? Because trust me, when you remove your teeth and your teeth become malaligned, it can start to cause chronic pain in as far as your back.
Okay.
So we don't want to have people missing their teeth. And in fact, we don't even want to be taking out Your
Yes.
teeth want to be saving them. So I'm very interested to hear what the idea is for this program, and I hope I'll be able to sit down with the minister and his team so that we can work together to chart the way forward.
Okay, okay. And no, your team, were
Hmm.
you were part of the compensation package for the public sector. Did,
Yes.
you were
Mm.
included, right? Am I in that?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me something now. Um, the I would imagine that the doctors, they too were included in the compensation package. Now,
The
what were,
medical doctor.
yes, so what were the shortcomings as far as the compensation package is concerned? What was missing for your colleagues?
More money. All right. So what happened is that there is a long-standing issue we have with the government of Jamaica in terms of our reporting structure and governance of oral health services by dental surgeons. Currently, based on the current structure, the management and governance of our services are ascribed to
Yeah,
medical doctors who are not trained in the profession, the art of dentistry,
yes.
nor the science of dentistry. So they're ill equipped to manage and govern our
Yes.
services, which is why it is that
Hold on.
in 2019, hello?
Hold on for me.
Yes.
I'm getting a feedback. Just I'm going to take a break and clear up. Just hold the line. Hold the line for me.
Okay.
I will just call you back. Hold on. Let us take a break. We are having some technical issues. I just want to take a bit break and see what is happening. UWI employee, hang up for me and let me clear the line. Let us take a break.
If the rebel in me can touch the rebel in you, the rebels we be is gonna set us free. Then it will bring out the rebel, bring out the rebel, bring out the rebel in me. If the lover in you can touch the lover in me, and the lover in me can touch a lover in you, and the lovers we be will bring sweet harmony. Then it will bring out the love, bring out the love, bring out all the love in me. My love is deeper.
Ever wanted to share what you know about a crime but were too afraid? At Crime Stop, we make it easy for you to report on crimes safely and 100% anonymously. All it takes is 4 simple steps. First, contact the tip line at 311 or visit www.crimestop.org or www.311tips.com. Then share what you know anonymously with one of our trained counselors. Any information related to criminal activity is accepted. We don't want to know your identity. We don't record calls or use star 69. And there is no way of tracing tips over the phone or online. You'll also be given a file number for your tip. Next, track the progress of your tip by calling our tip line at 311 and quoting your file number. Finally, if your tip leads to success, you will be eligible for a cash reward. Rewards will be paid out upon request through a trusted disbursement agency with verification process to ensure that your identity remains hidden. Share what you know anonymously. Contact Crime Stop today.
touch the rebel in you, and the rebel in you can touch a rebel in me, and the rebels we be is gonna set us free. Then it will bring out the rebel, bring out the rebel, bring out the rebel in me. If the lover in you can touch the lover in me, and the lover in me can touch a lover in you, and the lovers we be will bring sweet harmony. Then it will bring out the love, bring out the love, bring out all the love in me. My love is deeper than the ocean. Our love is in need of sweet devotion. Come on, because you got the portion to bring out the love in me, and I will bring out the love in you. Let the lover in you touch the lover in me, and the rebel in me will touch a rebel in you, and the lovers we be will bring sweet harmony. Then it will bring out the love, bring out the love, bring out all the love in us. My love is deeper than the ocean.
Yes, welcome back to Workers' Time. And we know we're trying to get the issues, talk about the issues at the workplace with the President of the Jamaica Association of Dental Surgeons, Dr. Venetia Crittin. And we what I mispronounced your name again, Doc?
Totally. Vanessa Kiffin.
Kiffin, Dr. Venetia.
Yes.
Venetia
Vanessa.
Kiffin. Vanessa Kiffin. Vanessa
Correct.
Kiffin. Right, Vanessa Kiffin. And we have joined us now a member of the security industry. Ryder, are you there?
Yes, boss. Listen.
Yes, Ryder. Now I saw where your group have now decided to take a legal route. So I see where you have acquired the service of an attorney, and
Yes.
Explain that to us now. What has happened?
Well, the lawyer decided to move forward to the court this month.
Yes.
We hope to hear back something by now and sometime this week. So today is Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So we're listening further by now and in the middle of the week should hear some argument.
Oh,
You know?
okay.
Right. You know, we are still a lot of us, about more than 100 of us who haven't signed the new contract they're offering us. Most of us not working. We don't hear from the company whether they're terminating our service or what. They just don't roster us to work.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at the same time, I'll tell you there's a double standard thing going on because some of the guys that don't sign, they are still working. And they are working, and we understand that they are working at their own risk. The management is telling them that they are not covered by any insurance. However, they allow them to be still working. That is the next thing I don't understand. Because the company would be benefiting from whatever work they are doing. So at the same time, how are they going to tell them that they are doing it at their owners? They are not on any insurance. Now you see the whole matter thing about this thing in this industry and so much. It is like there's some friend thing going on between the management of security and the government of the day, right? Because the Minister of Labor, we would expect him to come and split some justice where the new contract is concerned and our years of service.
Yes.
He comes on the 19th of April, he spoke in the House of Parliament, and he haven't mentioned anything about our years of service. He's talking as if everything is all right and settled now and whatever. Well, we need to make him know that isn't so.
Yes.
Right? Because there's no way the company can want to terminate our years of service and want to sign a new contract, and they don't make mention of about our years of service, what will happen, how they will decide to do it, how they will pay us or anything. Even from the court ruling on the 23rd of September last year, right? They have us under this contractual arrangement, which is against the law. The Minister of Labor is saying that we are not no contractor, we are employees. But yet still, the Minister of Labor allow the company to be operating like that, right? Minister of Labor allow the company to be operating like that as of us on this contract business, when we in their books, the Minister of Labor law says we are employee.
Yes.
All right? And they don't stop them. They don't enforce, the Minister of Labor don't enforce the law where, the labor law is concerned. They said the Minister of Labor, Ms. Caruda, she said that they protect the employee and as well as the employer. I don't know what the Minister of Labor would want to protect the employer from the employer. What can we do? What can we do to affect the employer? Right?
Yes. Let me understand.
We the employee is the one always being affected by whatever the employer. Right?
Yes.
And as I said, the whole notion of this thing, is like the Ministry of Labor is trying to avoid the truth.
Yes.
Right? So
I want to understand.
Have to go the legal route.
I want to understand something. Security guards, the security,
right?
Your colleagues. No, I want to find out something. Who provide uniform for your security guards? Who provide the uniforms?
The security guard have to buy a uniform. Every security company,
yes,
the guard that you see wear uniform, they have to buy it from the company. The company sold the uniform to us. Yes. Right? They have a uniform package, right? But you have to pay for. You have to pay. They issue with it, and they draw it out of your pay. Company like my company, Guardsman.
Yes.
Can I call name?
Yes.
The uniform package is like $30,000.
$30,000.
Like. Company like King Alarm and them companies, them uniform package is $60,000 a year.
And that covers what? That covers boots and pants and shirts, right?
Like boots, you get probably about 3 pants and 3 shirts, boot, and cap and belt and them something there.
Okay.
Full kit.
Yes. Now tell me.
Right?
Tell me something now. What are the benefits a security guard gets? So, for example, you get sick leave, vacation leave, insurance, what?
Well, we never used to get that. For all these years, Over the 30 odd years they have us under this contracting, we don't get no benefits at all. No benefit. No leave with pay, no sick leave.
No sick leave with
Nothing.
pay.
They don't get nothing. Nothing we never used to get. They don't pay us. No sick
Vacation.
leave, no vacation leave. No. If you take vacation leave, you're on your own, you don't get paid.
What
Right?
about insurance?
It's just since insurance, well, insurance is what a must. Insurance is a must.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Since the 1st of April or since the 23rd of September of last year, Justice Housing Trust take the company to court and the judge ruled in the Supreme Court that we are employee and we're not contractor.
Yes.
Right? And the Minister of Finance, he make it effective the 1st of April, although the judge ruled from the 23rd of September. The Minister of Finance and them and the companies, I don't know what kind of arrangement them come to, agreement them come to, they make it effective the 1st of April. So out of the 1st of April, gone, you will be entitled to those things that you just asked me about. Vacation leave with pay, sick leave, and such alike. Overtime pay.
Yes.
Right? Because over the years, over 30 odd years, they deny us of all of those things.
Okay.
Which we are entitled to.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? Even right now, at the present moment, you have guys who they go to the NIS to check up on their NIS contribution. And one guy didn't go there when him check NIS. I'm making notes of 10 years, the company don't pay no NIS contribution for him.
Wow.
Another lady, she can tell us it's 3 years. Another one said 3 years.
Yes.
And the company draw it from your pay, draw the statutory from your pay, and they don't pay it over.
Yes. Well.
So all those issues we have.
Yes. Yes. But
Right?
hold it for us. Hold it there for us. Dr. Griffin.
All right, boss.
Dr. Kiffin.
Yeah.
Yes. Before when we took the break, you were telling us about the compensation packages for dental surgeons. And you know what I'm trying to understand is that your colleagues would be were supposed to be taken care of under that package. So what went wrong?
So I can tell you that all the issues are up to 30 years in back when they have us face as reporting to doctor rather than to then
And I'm not hearing you clearly. Try and speak in the phone some more. Yes.
and that makes sense that in them governor managed them in 2019 for the virus and 1 to 9 because of the mismanagement of services. Many to approve and put us in a box to negotiate for compensation. What we found with our allowances in particular, specifically because we have to and travel to deep and to prisons is the traveling allowance. What they have traveling allowance.
Yes.
Yes. What they have done is absorb traveling allowance. So the reporting structure issue has us aligned at the wrong place. It limits all the points that we are allocated. The lower point you get is the less money you can be integrated with. Right? So persons who are bandwidth with us will now be getting the full benefits for traveling allowance that they were not getting before. So they are seeing a significant increase in their salary, while we are just seeing an increase that is in keeping with inflation. So that is not increasing our spending power at all. So that is our major problem. The next major problem was that the compensation for dental surgeons in the public system has always been low because of this governance and reporting structure issue. But in this economic climate right now, we don't have even sit back and look one side and pretend like it's not an issue, right? So we're saying that the reporting structure needs to be solved so that we can be on the right footing negotiating the wages, and the wages need to significantly increase.
Okay, I see.
Because what next reason that is that in Jamaica and across the world, dental surgery treatment, which is more expensive than the medical treatment, is the most expensive force, right? In Jamaica, it's about $20 million plus to pay to become a dental surgeon. And that is not taking into consideration the dental instruments and equipment you have to buy. You have to buy
Repeat that for me. 20 what? 20 what did you say?
20 each.
20 what?
Million Jamaican dollars.
To do what? To do
in
what?
Jamaica for the tourists to the Canadian officers.
Okay.
Hello? Are you home?
No, I lost what some of what you said a while ago about the $20 million.
Yes. So it costs that much to become a dental surgeon, which is actually the most expensive for in Jamaica right now. So when I dental surgeon, it's with significant debt and almost all money from the public service has to go to repay debt. Livable wage, profitable.
Okay. Yes, I can see lots of problems there. Lots of problems. Well, Ryder.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You have a minute to make your final wrap up comments. Take a minute and make your wrap up comment.
Yeah, as we are saying, sir, this whatever time you sign that contract, don't if you go to court, sir, or the court is a firm contract, they would give you a copy of that contract. I would like to have beat the card. This contract that the company is asking for time. You don't get a copy. They're not giving us a copy. Right? They're not giving us a copy of the contract. So understand.
Yes.
Right? The contract, you can imagine you're working with a company for 40 years, Mr. Richard. Right?
Yes.
And our son, the company is going to come down where they want to terminate your 40 years of service without no settlement at all.
Okay.
Having your signing on new contract that are expired at the end of the year. Right?
Okay.
And no contract expired at the end of the year. No compensation.
Yes.
Because, you see, the situation is this. All the years of service accumulated over the years. They want to terminate that. They want to sign a new contract that's not going to allow no years of service to accumulate. So why they don't take those years of service to accumulate for years? Why they don't settle that?
Yes, I tell you what, we have to continue next week. Right? We have exhausted our time now. So let us.
I'll be available. I'm always available. I hope this thing that can reach mainstream.
Yes. Okay. Dr. Griffin?
Yeah.
Yes. Take a minute and make your wrap up comment and comments, please.
Okay. So there is a problem connected and we need also have to be present. Oral health, good overall health and well-being care from the mental health process for escalate out so that we can get equal compensation in public.
Yes, yes. Well, okay, I want to thank you very much. And this discussion is something that we have to continue because, as I said the last time, the issues are so many issues. I'm hoping I'm going to get the Minister of Health to address to be on this program, and I mean as soon as possible so that we can
and the Minister of Labour to come.
Yes, and both of them. Both of them. I can assure you that I'm working on it.
I would mind getting you can get the city done too.
Yeah, I am trying to get both of them, and I will keep you abreast. So I want to thank you very much, the President of the Jamaica Association of Dental Surgeons, Dr. Kiffin, and Ryder, member of the security industry. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
All right, now.
Yes, sir. Yes, that was workers' time. Boy, there are so many issues at the workplace. So many issues. I don't know when we are going to settle these issues. The workers are having very, very hard time. And I don't know I'm going to trying to get the Ministry of Health because there are serious issues with the dental surgeons in the public sector. And the security guards, they too are having very, very serious issues. Let us take a break. We'll be back shortly. This is Rebel Radio.
Do it for your best life. Wait. Go check your HIV status. Wait. So keep your life trending, no pretending. Me, I tell yourself it, do it for you, do it for you. Every time you are link with a condom. Coulda Ozzy, coulda wife, coulda be a random. Condom connect and protect your profile. Be your own fan. Do it for your best life. Do it for your best life. Do it. Don't put yourself at risk. Condom connect every time. Do it for your best life. Do it.
touch the lover in me, and the rebel in me will touch the rebel in you, and the lovers we be will bring sweet harmony. Then it will bring out the love, bring out the love, bring out all the love in us. My love is deeper than the ocean. Our love is in need of sweet devotion. Come on, because you got the notion to bring out the love in me, and I will bring out the love in you. Let the rebel in me touch the rebel in you, and the rebel in you will touch the rebel in me, and the lovers we be will bring sweet harmony. Then it will bring out the love, bring out the love, bring out all the love in us. Bring out the love. Said I want to bring out the love. Bring out the love. Said I want to bring out the love. Bring out the love. Bring out the love. Bring out all the love. Bring out the rebel. Said I want to bring out the rebel. Bring out the rebel. If the rebel in me can touch the rebel in you, and the rebel in you.
This is for the little child without a father, for that man that doesn't have a place to stay, for that little boy living with hate. This is my story. There's a man standing on the corner. He has no home, he has no food, and his blue skies are gone. Can you hear him cry? Oh Lord, there's a girl searching for a father and a friend, praying that the storm will someday end. But instead of walking away, open up your heart and say, I am here. You don't have to worry, I can see your tears. I'll be there in a hurry when you call. Friends are there to catch you when you fall. He's my shoulder, you can lean on me. Well, yeah. There's a child who is sick and begging to be free, but there is no cure for his disease. He looked up to his mother as she holds his hand, praying that someday the sun will shine again and the pain will end. I am here. You don't have to worry, I can see your tears. I'll be there in a hurry when you call. Friends are there to catch you when you fall. Here's my shoulder, you can lean on me. Tell me how can I love Jesus when I never seen his face? Yet if I see you dying, I I wouldn't turn and walk away. So hold my hand and let me take you to a friend of mine who is waiting just to ease your troubled mind. He loves you more than you'll ever know. Instead of walking away, open up your heart and say, there's a man standing on the corner. He has no hope, he has no food, and his blue skies are gone. Can you hear him cry? Oh Lord, I am here. You don't have to worry, I can see your tears. I'll be there in a hurry when you call. Friends are there.
Ever wanted to share what you know about a crime, but were too afraid? At Crime Stop, we make it easy for you to report on crimes safely and 100% anonymously. All it takes is 4 simple steps. First, contact the tip line at 311 or visit www.crimestop.org or www.311tips.com. Then share what you know anonymously with one of our trained counselors. Any information related to criminal activity is accepted. We don't want to know your identity. We don't record calls or use star 69. And there is no way of tracing tips over the phone or online. You'll also be given a file number for your tip. Next, track the progress of your tip by calling our tip line at 311 and quoting your file number. Finally, if your tip leads to success, you will be eligible for a cash reward. Rewards will be paid out upon request through a trusted disbursement agency with verification process to ensure that your identity remains hidden. Share what you know anonymously. Contact Crime Stop.
I'm living for Jesus. Living for Jesus. Yeah. Oh, I wanna be remembered as a man who sings songs for Jesus Christ, who was willing to lay down his life, do his will no matter what the price. Well, I'm singing for the deaf man who can hear about salvation through my song. And I'm singing for the blind man who can see the light in me and come along. Live for Jesus, that's what matters. And when other houses crumble, mine be strong. Live for Jesus, that's what matters. That you see the light in me and come along. La 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 la. There are times when I am tempted to turn off the rugged road I traveled on. There are times when I say, Jesus, can you find another man to sing your song? Well, I know I'm not the only one that could sing this melody. But he has chosen me to bless me and to lead me into what is best for me. Live for Jesus, that's what matters. And when other houses crumble, mine be strong. Live for Jesus. name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the hurt to the cross, the pain you bear, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the hurt to the cross, the pain you bear, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I'd love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the hurt to the cross, the pain you bear, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I'd love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us.
Hey, it's the girl Shensia with a message to you from myself and the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Shen Yang, everyone say wear a mask, let the numbers drop. I don't want COVID, lay you down flat. Nose and mouth, you fi cover up that. Oh, 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 oh. Sanitize or get hospitalized. Fight the virus, then fight for your life, yeah. Nobody talk about say you no response no more. Don't be reckless, cause your test say you not have it, you can still get the virus from somebody. Don't be reckless, cause your test say you not have it, you can still get the virus. So keep the numbers down, protect yourself and the people you're around. COVID in town, 6 feet apart and 6 feet in the ground. Keep the numbers down, protect yourself and the people you're around. COVID in town, 6 feet apart and 6 feet in the ground. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive.
My Redeemer, yeah. Yes, he lives forever, yeah. Who taught the sun where to stand in the morning? And who thought the ocean you can only come this far? And who showed the moon where to hide till evening? Whose words alone can catch a falling star? Well, I know my Redeemer lives. testified, is risen and alive, and I know my Redeemer lives. The very same God that spins things in orbit runs to the weary, the warm and the weak, and the same gentle hands that hold me when I'm broken, they conquered after bringing victory. Yes, I know my Redeemer lives, and I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify, He is risen and alive, and I know my Redeemer, He lives to take away my sins, and He lives forever, I proclaim, to protect me from my sin. His most precious life He gave, but now He's alive. There's an empty grave, and I know my Redeemer lives. Yes, I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify, His life is magnified, and I know my Redeemer lives. Oh yes, it lives. I can testify now. Why, yeah. Who taught the sun where to stand in the morning? And who taught the ocean you can only come this far? And who showed the moon where to hide till evening? Whose words alone can catch a falling star? That's why I know my Redeemer lives. Yes, I know.
Jamaica.
Best decision ever.
Feel the sand between your toes and the gentle waves of the sea on your skin. Feel the warm Jamaican breeze lift your spirits and nourish your soul. Escape to exactly what makes your heart beat. You will love every moment. Jamaica, heartbeat of the world. Let's go.
I've looked high and I've looked low. There's no one to compare to you. Climbed to the highest mountain, looked all around, couldn't find nobody. Yeah. Went down into the deepest valley, looked all around, couldn't find nobody. I went across the deep blue sea, couldn't find one to compare to your grace, your love, your mercy. Nobody greater than you. Lord of mercy, searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. Lord of mercy, searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. Nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. Yeah, I searched all over, couldn't find nobody. Looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Yeah, nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. Lord of mercy, nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. Climbed to the highest mountain, looked all around, couldn't find nobody. Yeah, went down into the deepest valley, looked all around, couldn't find nobody. I went across the deep blue sea, couldn't find one to compare to your grace, your love, your mercy. Nobody greater than you. Lord of mercy, searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. Lord of mercy, searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low.
Budget Supplies is back. We had a fire. We are still open. We still have the best prices in Jamaica, and yes, we have a big sale on for the month of March. Farm ply, gypsum board, lumber, tracks and studs, and white toilets from $11,999. 10% off new PVC windows, water tanks, paints, and doors. Telephone 923-4560. New Budget Supplies.
Unseen angels watching over me, over precious memories. Unseen angels sent from somewhere to my soul. How they linger, ever near me, and the sacred pass unfold. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever floods my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. As I traveled on life pathway, I know not what my heels may hold. And as I ponder, hope grows fonder. Precious memories floods my soul. So precious memories, how they linger, how they ever floods my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. Precious memories, unseen angels.
Yes, welcome back to Rebel Radio. And we're in our final session now. And we want to, talk to one of our friends and contributors, small business man, Razzle. Razzle is the grandfather in the downtown.
Accolade and the time of the great Razzle, King Razzle,
Yeah, in the downtown. the downtown Kingston area. Russell, what's going on downtown?
As usual, not change, pyramid some of the time, but that's something where everybody used to, know how we'll get rid of that. So you have to just go and live with it,
What that? What we have to go and live in it? What?
No, the skirmish of and years of this we have lived through,
Okay.
1 and 2 look gunshot some of the time and people dead and
Yes.
So
yes.
But people still do business and people still come and market, so
yeah, downtown is a business district, a business district.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we have to do and I mean all of us have to do whatever we can in order to change the situation. Right? So so for example, as it relates to there are some things that we can't do, right? I know that. For example, to keep the area clean, to keep that is something that the authorities must do. That is their responsibility. The whole security, the state have to play a greater role. We have to play a role too to improve the security down there. We have to do that, right? But as I said, we all have to do our part, play our part in order to restore the city. Last week I was at Parade. I was at North Parade. And I had to stop, and look at the Ward Theatre. When I look at it, I said, boy, when are we going to restore? These are monuments that must be part of the city, We can't allow them.
Yeah.
We just allow them to just, but we just discard those things. Those are monuments, man, right? And the city really need a rebirth. Yes, man, we need a rebirth, man. And I don't know, but boy, something has to be done.
Between the Ward Theatre, as I said, it needs some cultural energy. See, the businessman, they have to put up something pertaining to the cultural energy back in the downtown city. With the school, them were in the surrounding of the downtown city.
Yes.
See it? Make some competition for the younger youth, them, when the era put it through the school.
Yes.
See it? Like how you have diesel start time, but something more bigger, the school, them can't compete against one another. The kids, them have too much idle time.
Yes. True.
See it?
Yes, man. That is true.
And I would need that kind of involvement, like dance group, cultural thing, compete against one another, Tivoli School, Denham Town, KC, not in a football and athletic, but cultural wise, I use the Ward Theatre and get some sponsor up on the businessman and downtown pertaining to that.
Definitely.
I see.
One of the things that I observe, and I think the artistic work that is being done downtown there, so I mean on the walls, to brighten up the place, that is something that is acceptable. It is it bring back some life and make the place look lively.
Yeah, man, Kingston become a work with them too, them do a great job.
Right.
They do a great job, with the liquor where them have, But as me I say, it's a sore eye to me. The same time school over at certain hours, right? And the kids them out on the street, they tell all school over all 2:30, 3 o'clock. And all 6 o'clock, them is still there on downtown here there, a idle and a finger around,
Yes. I understand that because they should.
Meanwhile, if they have something going on at the Ward Theatre pertaining to the school then after school hours, some kind of competition going on, you don't have them in that space.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
You know?
of course. I can see.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you know, see?
Yeah. And the, well, as we can see, we see there are some good signs of improvement downtown, down on the
Yeah, man.
waterfront.
You see the cleaning, when I say, you see the cleaning up we are going downtown
Yes.
with the street and them stuff there. The man do a good job right now.
Yes, of course. And
Yeah, man, the place clean as a whistle.
yes.
When it touch 9 o'clock ago, the whole place clean like a whistle, you know.
Yes. Beautiful.
Yeah,
That-
right.
we have to encourage those things, because as I said, as we say that we have to restore the city. We must
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, we must restore the city. We can't allow the city
Everybody
to
have to
just
come together and try to restore the city. And the capital this.
Of
And
course.
Jamaica this. And the whole of we love Jamaica.
Yes.
It's not politics thing. We have to try to come together. Both businessmen, everybody come together to try. You know, see, bring back some life to the city that people can say, boy, them a come a town or them come downtown, you know?
Mm-hmm. Tell me something now. Those markets that were burned down during last year, what, they have been rehabilitated as yet?
No, on the space that they see me over the years, you know, the eagle then just use them up, you know? So I don't know where them have been stored for them, you know?
Yes.
You know, see? So, I don't see that, you know?
Yes. And well, down at the seafront, down at the waterfront,
Yeah.
when you can see that there are signs of improvement down there. You have a
Yeah, man.
right.
Wall heap, man.
Yeah. So
You see, across Harbour Street, I come up the Tower Street there.
yes.
After certain hours, come like down the top. It's a different place itself pertaining to downtown.
Mm-hmm.
At night, you can't go down there and see people on the waterfront. You know, I'm going to when I'm have to go down no more. Take care of the grass here somewhere until the rain not fall. But, you know, at night time, people don't get spread out, man, and sit down on the wall down there. And, you know, see it?
Yes.
Tell them ready to go home, you know?
Of course, man. That is.
Yeah, man.
That is how we want the entire city to be like that.
Yes.
And it can work.
Yeah, man.
We don't.
Yeah, man. Then Grace out is right. Grace, they go out to the side there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you can just come and walk through the area and observe it. I mean, really observe it. You can look into the future. Meanwhile, in observing the space,
yeah,
how them start to the walkway already and certain things, how Kingston Creative are put in what them are put in, you can put in your mind now, the next 10 or 15 years down the line, how the place can stay, you know?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because I do them walk there regular, you know, and go through by myself, you know, and just whole of meditation and see the development, you know?
Okay. Right. Yeah. The only thing that we have to deal with, and that is a big challenge for us, and that is the social problems, you know, with the crime and the violence. Those issues we have to just, they will have to be dealt with. Because we can't continue to, they will impede the development process. So those will have to be addressed fully.
Yeah, but you see, people, because me I studied, I born and growing in the area. I'm soon reach 70 now. And I place me walk up and down and run through the whole of my lifetime. I mean, study the area, right? And if somebody can study the area and see, say, boy, what? Development play one of the most important thing in the stemming of the crime situation. That's why you can come down from the waterfront and go up to Water Street, which is them do the mural and them stuff like Kingston Creative. You do have no, them kind of things that down there so. Down there so come like after certain hours, a peaceful area, I can't believe that downtown is.
Mm-hmm.
So if the development stretch go forward up more, and the more you cut out them kind of liberty there and them kind of thing, the way the youth them are thinking, you know.
Yes. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. The development will impact them, of course. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And
you know, see it, but some people take time now and lick down some of the old building, them and people that take time and find, diversion,
Yeah. And some
so take time and come.
the other thing that will have to be done is to address the housing problem for those people who reside in those areas. That's another issue. I see where.
Yeah.
I see where.
Yeah, man, go on.
Yeah. No, so I see where the government is has announced some plans, but whatever those plans are, they will have to put them in progress so that those people can have some decent place to live.
Yeah, but and you have to set them places then. Or to build them that you don't go back in that kind of ghetto living again. Because when me suggest, and it kind of happen in some of the scheme them in the downtown area. I see a little section up on Bond Street at the bridge, right at the bridge there, so to go over to Anatown. Them build a little scheme there, so with around 10 or 15 house in it, And then, and then block it around like a gated area. And those people living there so comfortably,
Okay.
And you want to see them set up inside of them place,
Yes.
Well, me as well then, you don't need that big kind of scheme again. For one block, you just need a block with around 10 or 15 house on it. And you gated it round.
Yes. Okay. Right.
You have 10 or 15 house on it, then you can control the crime and the people that can control one another in that space.
Right. Yes.
And the police can more fight crime more in that kind of space.
Yes. Yes, I see what
But
you're saying.
It's one big block, you have 40, 50 houses in a line, and man can run through the yard and jump over the fence there and sit down on corner and all them something there,
Yes.
You come right back to the same system again.
Okay.
If you have a block where you have around 10 or 15 houses, and you have a shopping center, couple yards or couple blocks away, we have just pay a shop there so people can leave from this and go buy them things and come back at them yard.
Yes. I see what you're saying. Right.
But the big land, like what them build a scheme up the road with around 15 or 20 golden heights, 15 or 20 buildings, right? And then them don't put no fence around it or nothing at all. Someone can just run in and put up on a car and go about in business to anywhere.
Okay.
Well, one of them buildings is set up on a block to itself.
Yes.
One of those buildings set up on a block to itself. Then you have park and garden and them things there. You know, see it? Then you have a little shopping area differently,
Yes.
And especially the people then, this plus sign of the people then, it will come right back to where you run from.
I get you. Well, I hope the authorities, will look at these things and learn from them. Because as you say, we have to change and we have to make the changes the changes are changes that must impact the life of the people and the environment. So you want
for the next 20 or 30 years.
Yes.
You can see where a Tivoli or a jungler or a scheme the bill. And you can say some of them scheme the bill.
Mm-hmm.
From the last 20 or 25 years now, right? And you can see where it developed to now.
Yes.
You know, see? So as a developer, you can look on that and see what kind of effect it brings to a community or what kind of effect it brings to the place, if it's good or it's bad.
Yes.
Too much house then in one place, you know?
Yeah.
And Picnic and over a period of time, the population just got double or triple.
Yeah. Boy.
So you have to make some smaller space to occupy that, so when it get over them, find somewhere else different to go instead of it get that ticking away that you can't control it.
Yes, sir. Follow you clearly. Mm-hmm. So Russell, what about your farm? How is that going? How is the farming going? You said you were doing.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. It's a man, good man.
Okay.
And make a little tour. Go for the Caymanas River yesterday. You know, a long time in a fence out of them places.
Mm-hmm.
I see some of that big man up at them places. Me see some of that man I do the said kind of thing to Ghana and the farming thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I would a little farm where, you know, some big man will have their money. I use up the youth them up in them places for the farming.
Yes.
So it's that kind of thing we are spread now in an area, you know?
You're very good, man. Very good. We must.
Yeah, man.
We must produce more food.
All right.
Yes. And that is.
Because we're going to need it.
Of course, we're going to need it. And it is also a good way of getting the idle hands into productive use.
Yes. Especially in a city,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
You must leave that kind of space where you can involve them, you can get them to involve in that.
Yes, of course. Yes. We need that.
And if I'm in the school to all out in the Caymanas era where them all have land there, then some of the school and start involving in the farming thing.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Because when me kind of notice, me take a look at travel, me do some campaigning by myself some of my time, you know.
Yes.
I mean, take a look at travel going out the country here on Wednesday. From Christian, I come around to Sparling, you know, through Mandeville, I come around through Foro. And the youth them and the people them, they not go out with no farming again, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everybody they are town.
Okay. Yes.
So it come like at the town man, them and the town youth have got to cut the farming.
Mm. Yeah.
You know?
Boy, I just one thing that is certain, as it will relate to food production, we are going to need a lot of that, and whatever we can do to increase food production in the country, we must do it. We must do it because you know things have changed globally, you know.
Yeah, man.
And we must not believe that everything is okay. We must not believe that. So we must take steps to improve our food production. Well, tell you what, we have to take a break. So what I want to thank you very much for your contribution this evening. And
yeah, man, because, you know, I'll do, you know, Mr. Man, go And anything when me can say and me you can talk about. Some people might not like it and some gonna like it, but I have to express my feelings and me just give you a chance to give me the avenue where so many time to express my feelings.
Yes, sir.
Because sometimes people might say nonsense me talk, but you have to fix sense out of nonsense, you know.
Okay.
As a man when they are you know, see it and know the ground and know what's going on, you know.
Of course, of course, of course.
Yeah, because I don't want to go into the debate about crime and violence and who are shoot this. I don't want into that. The development me talk about.
All right, Razzle. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
man.
Thank you
Blessed
very
love,
much.
man.
And take care of yourself.
Yeah, man. Same to you. Bless you. Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
That was our friend Razzle. You know, when we're talking about what's happening in downtown Kingston. Well, I want to thank all my viewers and listeners and supporters for today. We come to the end of our program today. We'll be back on Wednesday. Until then, keep your ears tuned to Rebel Radio and Google. And most importantly, keep safe and healthy until we meet again. One love. This is Rebel Radio. I'm Desmond Richards.